On the 11th of the 11th lunar month, autumn becomes winter, and the landscape is bleak. Shachi Mod has been causing problems in Wulin, but we have no idea who's behind it. The disaster is getting worse. 7 days ago, the Uome sect held a meeting to elect a new leader to replace the 3 aging abbesses. According to the report from the order, Yi Shujun, the chief disciple from the 2nd generation, was ultimately elected as the leader. When she was about to accept the sword and whisk from the 3 abbesses, something horrible happened. A deafening burst of baby cry came into everyone's ears. The disciples with low martial arts skills immediately began fighting one another without reason. The 3 abbesses of the Uome sect and Yi Shujun, their successor, were more terrified than anything else.
She's back!
How can it be? She's still alive?
Baby! It's the baby!
There was chaos during that meeting, and more than half of Uome disciples were killed or injured. The 3 abbesses and Yi Shujun seemed to be bewitched by the baby's cries and killed themselves due to abject terror and madness. They were among the top martial arts masters, but even they couldn't resist the cries. What does their death have to do with the baby?
She's back.
Do you know who murdered the abbesses?
You can't call her a murderer, and this is not murder. Those old hags deserved it. It's been 10 years. They should pay the price for what they did back then.
You're an Uome disciple. Why did you say that?
Alas, I had thought of escaping 10 years ago. But I was timid and panicked, so I tried to survive within the sect. The Uome sect seems to be decent, but that event is much more evil than even the most evil sects. I'm B Tao Tao, a second-generation disciple with average talent. 10 years ago, the Uome sect was led by Abbess Wu, Abbess Zua, and Abbess Huang. The three abbesses were very old. We guessed that they would appoint the next leader within the decade. Back then, Dugu Lingher and Yishujan were recognized as the two most outstanding disciples who were equal in terms of martial arts skills, talent, and morality. Yishujan was decent and eloquent, always thinking of others, which made people feel comfortable around her. Dugu Lingher was quiet and solitary. She was a loner, and the others rarely reached out to her to please Yishujan. I'm one of the few friends Dugu Lingher had. She's not very talkative, but was easygoing. She always spent her time reading and practicing her swordplay. It was not that difficult to get along with her. How could such a person slaughter the whole sect for no reason?
The forbidden art of Shachi Mod is now widespread. Your base is remote, but not necessarily out of its influence. Maybe if...
The letter ends abruptly. The rest, together with the signature, is torn off.
We are merely a shadow of our former self. But this humble gift is well within our means.
The letter ends abruptly. The rest, together with the signature, is torn off.
Master Mu, the Netherlord, has eyes everywhere. He must know about it already, even with this trick. I'm only 30% sure.
The letter ends abruptly. The rest, together with the signature, is torn off. This token is from the Long clan, granted to those who take a regular salary from them. I'll keep it.
I'm Dugulinka. I was adopted by the former head of the Uame sect. They often say I'm a loner. In fact, I just don't like noise. Tao Tao often said that someone like me would not likely become the leader of the sect, but I wasn't ever interested. Yi Shujan is better known and was expected to be the next leader. All I wanted was to practice my swordplay and read books, and it was enough for me to uphold justice and help the weak in the name of our sect. The Uame sect has nothing to do with Buddhism and Taoism, but it has strict disciplines. All the fellow sisters eat simply and have never been in a relationship with a man.
She who engages in illicit intimacy with a man shall be executed by the sect.
Except for the enemies under the mountain and the disciples of other sects, we've never made contact with unrelated men. No fellow sister ever questioned the ban, and no one dared defy it. Until he appeared. At that time, outside the mountain, I met a scholar who was taken captive by robbers, and I saved him. Although this young Mr. Lee didn't know martial arts, he was not as careless as those in Wulin. He was courteous and gentle, delighting me like a spring breeze. His anecdotes always made me laugh, and I haven't been that happy in a long time. After I returned to the sect, he wrote to me every month. In those love letters, he yearned for me earnestly. As time went by, whenever I closed my eyes, I thought of him and heard his voice. Until one day, he arrived at the mountain in secret. I was surprised and delighted, and went out to meet him in private. That night, I gave myself to him. I was nervous and didn't know what to do, but he said to me,
"I'll pay the bride price and come in from the mountain gate to marry you."
When I heard this, I didn't feel scared anymore.
You found the Holy Lotus. Now I can send you deeper into the rift. Please, gather memory flowers for me.
The original Uome sect has disappeared, replaced by killers who had undergone Shachi Mod everywhere. Of course, this could only happen because of the hidden plotters of the new Shachi Mod. According to B Tao Tao, a decade ago, Dugu Linghe, a disciple of the Uome sect, befell a terrible mishap, but she doesn't believe Dugu Linghe is heinous. To her, Dugu lacks ambition and has been even-tempered, which is rare among the people in the chaotic Wu Lin. What forged her hatred for the sect and made her destroy it?
I'm Yi Shujun, the chief disciple of the Uame sect. She has always been on par with me. She's the only obstacle in my way to becoming the leader of the sect. The rest of the fellow sisters have already acknowledged me. I have nothing to worry about. But why am I on edge? It's so disgusting to see her act indifferently, as if she wants for nothing. Isn't she tempted to be the leader of the sect? Is it because she feels secure about the outcome? So she looks down upon me? Ugh, this woman is quite hypocritical.